Hi there, it's Tish with Star Love Healing. I'm here to do the North Node in Sagittarius collective energy reading. So if you have your North Node in Sagittarius, then this reading is for you. And even if you're called to watch this in general, then it's meant for you as well. But I am calling upon the North Node Sagittarius collective for this energy reading. So welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, thank you again for coming back. I am in hopes to make these shorter videos. I have already pulled some oracle cards to see what the foundation is of this reading. And for you, North Node Sagittarius, it definitely feels like what I got from this is, and I don't know, this is just for whoever it's meant for. You know how sometimes when you're just doing all the things, or you just having to keep dealing with the same situation over and over again, it feels like the chaos is the peacefulness. And after a certain while, you're just kind of like, oh, I know everything's wild and crazy, but that's just how I live. That's how I'm built to run. And that's not how you're built to run. It almost feels like with this foundation that you're seeing here, you will be seeing that you want a different kind of peace. So like all the energy was just very much like, what felt comfortable before does not feel comfortable now. And it's almost like you don't even know you were living in a lot of chaos until now, right? Until you're like, whoa, I actually don't need to run around with my, like a chicken with its head cut off. Like, you're just like, no, like I'm cultivating a new peace within me. And why I say that is we've got here Pulsar. It was number 18, and it says comfort, stability, and regularity. And we all know Sagittarius energy isn't all about regularity. It's very much like bing bong, wherever you're going, like you bounce off everything because you're so mutable that you can handle anything. You like being in the center of things that are different because it expands you. And again, this is your North Node in Sagittarius. So that means that this is what you're needing to embody and become more of and walk through your life like, because that's where your destiny is walking through. The more you like embrace that Sagittarius energy, the more you're going to find your purpose. So I think that's interesting because that card is very like, isn't that looking like an inner world? Someone's inner world is very much like, I'm watering the plants and I'm waking up at a certain time and I have a, like a very casual but yet defined day. And I come home. If I leave, then I come home and my beautiful like space. It's very nurtured. Look at all that greenery in the cosmos, right? Like it's a very abundant home, boundaries, safety that you are. And then this card is going to be this is from Sweet Ass Affirmations. And this is from the Cosmos Oracle. I'm also going to use the Cosmos Tarot here in a little bit. But this card says, all of my problems breed the opportunity for a solution. I rage create to dominate the solutions. It says problems are our homies, our peeps, and our friends. There will always be problems, and this means there will always be new opportunities to creatively solve these problems. Opportunities open the door to unlimited possibility. Freedom is for those who solve the problems. Pacifiers are for those who don't. So, and I love this because look at these two cards together. This door is kind of really reminding me of this door. Looking out into the endless opportunities, endless beauty of the universe, right? I mean, there's a rainbow in this card. Everything is peaceful and happy. And I just saw a big butterfly just fly through my window. So maybe there's like been some transformation that's happened and now you're flying free. But I really, like when I was reading that the whole way, that last line hit me hard. Pacifiers are for those who don't like solve their own problems, right? But what was wild is like for my first, I don't know, it really felt like for some, how, I don't know. I can't get my words out right now, so sorry about that. It just really felt like in the beginning of this, the first energy was so much of like, I'm okay with the chaos. Like even if you're not okay with it, that's what I was trying to get at. Even if you're not really okay with it, everything's just not going the right way. There is also a comfort in knowing that at least you know where you are and it's okay because there's safety and comfort in that. Like, again, some people really not get off on, but they can find themselves in a situation where they're perfectly fine with a bunch of chaos. But that isn't peacefulness. I don't know. I'm not saying it right. In my head, it is perfect as, stated perfectly. And then as soon as I say it, it's not quite coming out as how it is in my head. But we also got the Gabo, I think, ruin. And this is all, it's a gift. And there's no way for this to be a negative or reversed meaning. It's only positive. And it's all about like maintaining balance in relationships, whether professional, friendly, romantic. But it's a mutual like connection between like two people. And it's a very positive card. And it feels like, I want to say, when you have this inner stability and comfort, that breeds into a beautiful, stable, balanced energy within a relationship. Maybe you're finding that balance in your relationships right now. And if you aren't, then I feel like there's someone that you feel that with. Okay, now I'm going to get into the tarot just to clarify this. What does North Node Sagittarius most need to know from this energy to help them on their way? Thank you. There's a lot of cards, so that's all I'm going to go with. All right, we got Knight of Air, Orion. It says skill, ambition, momentum. Look at that constellation in there. I love that. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, there's a scorpion. Look how big this big giant is. And there's this tiny little scorpion right here that he's almost like scared of. Interesting. Almost feels like that card and this card are separate and these are together. It says procrastination, delay, distraction, and faith, guidance, and outside force. Okay, so now I see why those cards are supposed to be together. Look at both of those cards. Hopefully you can see it. They're both very chaotic cards. This boat is going up against massive waves up and even a cliff. Like if it gets any closer to that cliff, it's going to bang up against the cliff. And the waves are, you know, capable of pushing it into the cliff and just blowing that boat to smithereens. And here is a crow that is clearly trapped and squawking all about. It knows it's trapped. It's trying to get out. Those are very powerful cards. You know you're in a situation that feels trapped and could very well blow your boat to smithereens, right? Feel like that rock in a hard place quote. But it's 7 of Earth, and so 7 of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. I think you've had enough time to see where you are. But it's a new perspective, I think. Maybe, like I said, I felt like from the very beginning, you felt like something was good or okay. And now it's like, no, this does not feed my soul. This does not feed my peacefulness. And you see it. You not only see that it's not feeding you, but it's also you see how and what you want that is going to feed and comfort you. And then we've got Death card. Tool of creation, refinement, and configuration. Wow. Let me see if I can get that closer. And I love how this bird here, it's free. Yeah, right there. It's not trapped. But what's interesting is that this woman is just a statue, so kind of frozen in time, right? But she has a fork sticking out of her neck, like someone stuck it there. And it's starting to like crack the facade, the statue. But I think it's more so like something happened, something, whether, I mean, to be honest, maybe you did the fork in your neck. I don't know. Or someone else did. But it is definitely cracking the facade that once was. Maybe at one point you thought you were this big, big guy. And if you're a girl, that doesn't mean anything. It's just big person. But one tiny little thing happened and you realized, wait, I'm in a crap situation. And the facade is shattered. But get it here. All of our problems breed the opportunity for a solution. I rage create to dominate the solution. That solution is choosing you, choosing your own happiness, harmony, comfort, boundaries, stability, so that whatever this, I don't know what it is with this relationship, because this feels very Like, this isn't going to last long if it's not, if it's even still happening. But it almost feels like I said, there is going to be a balance in a relationship. Maybe not with this person and in this relationship, but within you and someone, something else. But, oh, remember I said pacifiers are for those who don't? If you continue to pacify or keep that pacifier in and just ignore, like, whatever, this will become so unbearable that it will be like ringing in your ears. It's going to be so much. It's going to be so overwhelming. So I think at some point, whether now or later, it is going to be so much that you can't ignore it. But I think with the Hanged Man card here, you really are doing this for yourself. Like you getting the downloads. You're understanding what the signs are. Okay, thank you. Bellows, catalyst, get things going. Breath, kindle, spark, effort required. Wow. So you're getting something. Effort is needed. But something was this catalyst, right? Something was this little scorpion that scared the hell out of you or threatened you. Whether that's emotional, spiritual, physical, something. Something was a catalyst. And then it had dog and crow. Another card, third card with a kind of crow-like animal. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So this could have been a sibling or a supportive friend, a peer, or a soulmate, or someone that is like dependable, faithful companion, which means this is someone you have history with, that you've known. It could have been a very deep connection. Somehow, some way, but the crow is all about memories, like an event that happened. But it's also an omen. And crows are always like observant. It's like a sign of observant. Like they can, find the tiniest little detail of like a little, they'll pick up this little thing. Maybe I'm thinking of ravens, but I'm not. I think ravens and crows are the same family, I guess. But they can go pick up something that's nice and shiny and like bring it to someone. They're very observant of what's out there that have value. Goodness, as I'm saying that, I really got like a feeling of like maybe there was someone in your past or current that you're really seeing they knew what was valuable. And I don't know why I said they knew, almost as if like they knew you were valuable. Either way, you're having a very strong remembrance of someone who was very powerful in your life. And this is a catalyst to this change. But I don't know why you would not know. I feel like this is all brand new, like blow the door open. I'm getting chills. Like blow the door open kind of like realization regarding this person. So was it like you didn't see this before? Maybe because you didn't see it in yourself before? Why is it like all of a sudden why is this energy feeling like very like brand new? Thank you. Ship, going places, adventure, vacation, trip, traveling. Okay, maybe there was a vacation that you went on or a trip that you went on that are just an adventure. I feel like, I mean, I've always said this, and I'm being called to say it now, how like sometimes when you're starting a new relationship with someone, it isn't a new adventure. You know, like, I don't know where this is going, but it's sure different than what I was doing yesterday. You know, like, it's a new adventure. However that looks, you know. But, oh, and then the man is on the bottom of the deck. But, a voyage, you know, like somewhere you would have, like you went somewhere with. Ooh, I just got that maybe you're getting, oh my God. Okay, for some of you North Node Sagittariuses, it's almost like you're starting to get these like waves of like memories of like of somebody in your past, or like I said, current, I don't know, but it feels like it's new, fresh. And you're seeing that, like, you're kind of going through your mind about like, what ifs? What if I had taken that journey with that said person? And you're seeing a different route of your life that could have been. And I think it's sparking a whole lot of questioning of where you are now. And we got the Chariot card, the Cancer card, and the King of Water. It is like blowing open your heart chakra. Whatever this initiation, this catalyst was, it is opening up your heart chakra in the sense of like, I can have whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can be with whoever I want. I can be who I want with that person. Wow. But it's King of Water is very much of like someone who isn't afraid of their emotions, isn't afraid of being vulnerable, isn't afraid of looking silly if that person isn't quite on that page just yet. They're still speaking their emotional truth. And it doesn't matter if that person is quite on board. You know your truth is the truth. And whether they reciprocate it or not, that's up to them. That doesn't have any bearing of what you think or feel. And as a masculine energy, which it is, it's not going to stop you from doing anything. Like, your emotions are not, like, it actually fuels your actions. You're not afraid. Because you know why? You know that this situation is how you're supposed to be. An abundant, beautiful home. Living your most peaceful and comfortable life. And I'm not exactly sure how that goes in with this past soulmate or like dependable, faithful companion. But it definitely is, it feels like two different people. This one is past and this is future. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is the same person and you're seeing how to cultivate that current relationship into something that is more beautiful, moving it into a new level. But there is masculine action in this reading. And if you're a female and you're watching this, That just means you're taking action in the ways that you are being called to take action. Vulnerability, emotional state. So anyway, I hope this has helped. Please like the video. That way it gets circulated out in the cosmos. And also, this is a free reading, so a free little like is about the, easiest reciprocal way you can give back. And anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has provided some sort of guidance, clarity for your path for North Node Sagittarius. All right, y'all take care. Bye.